From that, some 9,855 farmers have been affected by this year's dry spell at Lambussie in the Upper West region. Correspondent IBRAHIM Wangara reports from the area.
After a prolonged dry spell that affected northern Ghana this season, many farmers are still counting their losses. Maize, rice, groundnut, yam, millet, and sorghum crops in the Lambussie District have been significantly impacted, according to data from the District Agricultural Department. Out of a total of 28,980 hectares cultivated in the Lambussie District, 17,160 hectares are affected, raising concerns about potential food insecurity in the upcoming harvest season. The dry spell severely impacted crop germination across the district, with various crops recording germination rates as low as 20 to 50%. District Director of Agriculture, Nabie Nathaniel, has provided more insight into the impact in the area.
And the total area of cultivation for maize is about 10,000 hectares. And out of these 10,000 hectares, about 7,000 of these farms have been affected, making about 2,000 farmers and 500 female farmers. Rice, about 900 hectares have been put to cultivation, and out of this, we have about 150 hectares that have also been affected. Groundnuts, about 6,000 hectares have been put to cultivation, 2,000 affected, and out of this, we have 800 farmers who are male, and then we have about 2,000 farmers who are female and are affected.
The Deputy Director of the Center for Indigenous Knowledge and Organizational Development, CICOD, Daniel Benuku, has called for urgent government support to alleviate the plight of farmers.
And every politician is looking for an opportunity to look good in front of the voters. But we want to sound a word of caution that should we never again, should we exploit a situation like this where farmers are genuinely and severely impacted for political gain. I believe that the intervention is the right thing to do, because that is what every responsible government is supposed to do. The only challenge we have is that we need to begin, unlike the way we have always done our targeting in the agriculture sector, this time we need to be very, very, to disaggregate the data in terms of who farmers are, because that will allow us to do proper targeting and ensure that the benefits that we send to farmers are actually responsive to the challenges that they have as we speak today. But beyond that, we need to make bold commitments to adapting sustainable agriculture practices, bold commitments to adapting climate mitigation and adaptation practices that can bring us long-lasting resilience, to the extent that even when we are confronted with these situations, farmers are able to bounce back and respond to the shocks that are within the system.
In addition to the Lambussie District, other areas affected by the dry spell in the Upper West region include Sisala East, Sisala West, Nandom, Wa East, and Laura. Meanwhile, Finance Minister Dr. Mohamed Amin Adan has requested approval for 500 million Ghana cedi from the contingency fund as part of emergency response measures to address the imminent food insecurity. The government has imposed a ban on the export of grains due to the ongoing dry spell affecting the northern parts of the country. However, the Minister of Food and Agriculture has hinted a possible lift of the ban on the export of grains by November this year.
You know that it looks like all our neighboring countries, nobody is allowing grains out. So we'll monitor the situation, but we believe that we will come out of this situation by November.
So watching News 360 on TV3, stay with us. We'll be back with many more stories right after this.